Hey, what's up, Fiend Fam? Here for another video. Cannot believe where I've come in just such short a time. You know, I came into this with absolutely zero expectations. I still have zero expectations. As a matter of fact, I have less than zero I have negative expectations. You know, I figured I'd get a couple of people to watch, maybe a subscriber or two. You know, but you know, thanks for all the love. Sitting at over 60 subs now. You know, just doing what I'm doing. As I've said before, I do this. I make videos that I want to watch. And, you know, if other people like it, great. You know, and I do this because it's fun. When it stops being fun, I will stop doing it. And on that subject, I'm going to talk about why I ride. You know, I said in a previous video about $1 Million Bogan that I've dealt with depression and anxiety my whole life. I've got some PTSD in there from my time in the military and some other stuff that's happened in my life. And, you know, I've had friends my whole life. You know, I played sports and, you know, stuff like that. I was in Cub Scouts when I was younger. But, you know, I always felt my whole life like I was round peg trying to fit in a square hole. And you know, I don't know what it is about motorcycling, and I could be completely off base with this, but I'll tell you what, it almost feels like that seems to be somewhat of the case for a lot of other riders. And even if it isn't, you know, it allows us to get away. You know, we all have things that we have to worry about in our daily life. You know, working, paying bills, taking care of the family, you know, things like that. It's nice to be able to just get on the bike and just completely be in the moment. You know, if you're not in the moment, when you're sitting in your chair at home watching TV, listening to your significant other complain about something, or even tell you about something that happened at their day at work. You know, it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. But you know, if you're not present, you know, worst case scenario, you get hit upside the head. You're not present on the bike, well, we all know what could possibly happen. So we have to be alert at all times. You know, now more than ever, with everything that's going on, you know, I mean, we got the pandemic, you know, the country's divided like I've never seen before in my years. You know, sometimes just getting away helps make it all bearable. You know? As I've said on Instagram, I'm a veteran, and I've said here as well, I'm a veteran. You know, I support everyone's opinion, their right to have that opinion, even if I don't agree with it. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans don't feel that way. We've become very tribalized, you know, in like the last decade or plus. You know, it's you're either with us or you're against us, you know. And I don't think that's right. You know, regardless of what side you're on. I support platforms, not people or politicians. You know, being a veteran, I've seen firsthand how they can sell you out and not care two wits about you, as long as it helps them with their bottom line or their agenda. Yeah, another thing about riding is I don't care what other people say. Every time I get on this bike and I twist the wrist, I feel like a kid again. I absolutely do. It just, I mean, granted, okay, this is something I've wanted to do my whole life, so there's that, but like right now, woohoo! Few things give me the kind of feeling that does. Now, I'm also a certified dive master. and scuba diving. Love doing that. Haven't been in the water in longer than I care to admit, but absolutely love that. But even that can't touch motorcycling. It's just something about it. Another reason why I ride is it allows me to get out to places I probably wouldn't normally otherwise. You know, I like to get out and I like to hike and do other things, but something about just going on a bike just really takes it next level. Really makes you want to explore places. You know, go off the beaten path, things of that nature. You know, obviously things have been curtailed a little bit this year because of the pandemic, and you know, now with temperatures dropping, you know, I don't see myself going on any long rides, but definitely going to try and get out in the spring. Got some places I'd like to go, depending on what's going on with the pandemic and all that. You know, also starting this channel has allowed me to open up other avenues that I never would have thought possible before. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a tech head, but you know, I don't think I ever would have went out and bought a drone just for the sake of buying a drone. And you know, I mean, I decided that it's something that it's going to allow me to capture more footage. You know, I'm a creative soul, although you know, most of it comes through the art of writing, not through actual like brush strokes or things of that nature. But you know, I'd like to explore that a little more. You know, maybe having this drone will allow me to hone my cinematic eye, as it were. If nothing else, I know I'm going to have a blast with it, and hopefully you all will enjoy the content as it comes. You know, another reason I ride is to get away. Like when things are really bad. Like I said before, I suffer with depression and anxiety and all that, and sometimes, you know, you just need to get away to clear your head. A couple of days ago was Veterans Day, and not going to say any names, but you know, only a very few friends, or I'm sorry, excuse me, only a very few family reached out to me, you know, other than my immediate family, and nobody at work remembered. Now granted, I don't work in a field that's tied to the military in any way, shape, or form, but my boss's boss husband is actually active duty military right now, and I'm not gonna lie, it hurt that they didn't remember. You know, I know that we're in a very important part. This part of the year for us is our Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup, and all that stuff rolled into one. But you know, there's only 2 days a year I really care about: Veterans Day and the anniversary of the passing of my younger brother Brandon. It'll be 9 years later this month. You know, I don't care about my birthday. Don't really care about other holidays. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, I like Christmas just fine, and Thanksgiving's cool. Get to stuff my face, watch some football, stuff like that. But you know, the only two I care about are Veterans Day and like I said, the anniversary of the passing of my brother. And it's not even about me. In recognizing me, you recognize the sacrifices that all veterans have, are doing, and will sacrifice in the future. You know, as I've said in other videos, we have 22 veterans commit suicide every day. That is completely unacceptable. If we can send my fellow brothers and sisters in arms out to do, you know, the bidding of someone else, we darn sure can take care of them when they come back. So for people to not recognize that, it hurts, but it's more of, you know, a big disappointment, because like I said, they're not just they're not just you know, forgetting me, which again, not the main point, but they're forgetting my brothers and sisters. And to me, that's the most important thing. All the sacrifices that they have made. Speaking of which, I read somewhere recently that suicide rates are up 200% since the start of the pandemic. Please, if you need help, reach out. If you're a veteran, even more so, reach out to me directly. Direct message me here. My social media information will be in the description. Hit me up on Instagram, anything like that. Believe me, I've been there, I know, and I care. 22 is 22 too many. Alright, let's end this one on a positive note. It is middle of January. It is middle of November, and I am riding. Granted, it's chilly out. It's about 40 degrees, but I've dressed up so that I've been out here for about an hour, and I'm actually sweating my ass off. Also want to say a huge shout out to all the new subscribers that have come along. Big thanks to Mr. G 1965 for his shout out before. Huge shout out to Easy Rider Greg for his shout out. I really appreciate it, gentlemen, more than you know. You know, I'm all about just giving back to the community. So the more people that get eyeballs on this stuff, the more I can do. So thank you both, and thank you everybody, literally from the bottom of my heart, that have subscribed. It means to me more than you know. Alright, that'll do it for this one, folks. As always, stay shiny side up, and if you're in the Northeast, bundle up. This is Throttle Fiend out.